People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Now, people, we see that all efforts by Home Office, all efforts by the Protestants in UK to stop this chartered flight that was headed to Jamaica this morning at 6 a.m. basically came to a half success. So in other words, there were supposed to be 50 or 56 deportees, and based on the information, it is said that out of those 56, at least 20 persons were still deported this morning. We are talking about 6 a.m. clock of dawn in early in the morning. Now, based on the information, it is said that the UK, we are speaking about Home Office, they said that all of these persons that was sent back, they were all criminal aliens from Jamaica. So in other words, they were convicted and they did a time of 12 months or more or greater. So people, based on their immigration law, based on their rules and regulation, if you are an alien, if you are not a citizen of the UK and you basically commit any sort of crime, you are going to be deported point blank and period. Now, last night I did a review and I said that this flight was stopped or halted based on a few grounds, and one of those grounds we are speaking about, they said that some of these detainees, some of these inmates did not have access to phone call, so therefore they could not have contacted their relatives. They were not able to contact their legal counsel, so therefore people, that was one ground. The other ground was based on the controversial Windrush. We are speaking about this report that was supposed to be issued out last year, so people were speaking about a second ground. And the next ground, they are speaking about ethical, they are speaking about human rights, saying that if somebody came to the UK at a tender age, we are speaking about 2 or 3. So based on those grounds, that is why the UK court said that some of these persons, we are speaking about in excess of 30 of these detainees, were not to be deported. So people will say that some persons are elated. However, like I said before, at least 20 persons were sent back this morning. We are talking about on the chartered flight. Now people, if it's one thing that we understand with these governments, they are now running like some communist regime. They are now running like some dictatorship, because it seems like democracy does not exist anymore in any of these countries, because we see that the president of the United States, and we also see that the government of the UK, they are going to do whatever they so choose to do, and nobody can say nothing about it as long as they feel like they have the legal grounds. Now people, as we see in this case from the beginning to the end, we see that the government of Jamaica is always mum. We see that the government of Jamaica no longer feels like it has a role or a responsibility to basically defend its own citizens. So therefore, if the UK say they are going to be deported, Jamaica is going to be like an open arm. Jamaica is going to be like a puppet on a string, and they are always going to accept anything, even when it's not in their best interest. Now people, like I've said before in quite a few reviews, even if a Jamaican leaves Jamaica as a little boy, we are speaking about 2 or 3, and he goes to a next country and he becomes a resident there, if he is there for in excess of a couple of decades, he should automatically become a resident of that country, because the truth and the fact is that there is a culture different. That person no longer understands anything about Jamaica, especially if he or she has not been back there for decades. People, we are speaking about something that is ethical, we are speaking about something that is morally wrong. However, we see as it pertains to Jamaica, they are like some yes men when it comes to these countries. We are speaking about UK, we are speaking about Jamaica. They are just going to accept anything like some idiots, point blank and period. So at the end of the day, we could consider this a partial success, because we saw that there were in excess of 50 persons that were scheduled to be deported on this chartered flight. However, it is said, based on information, it is said that it was about 20 persons that left. So in other words, half of success is better than no success at all. So we see that some persons are smiling while other persons are basically sad right now as we speak, because people, we can expect this flight to land in Jamaica any moment, any hour of the day, point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that, and like me say, it is just my views and opinion, it is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now the next part of the video is called Mr. Watch the Pum, Mr. Stalker, Mr. Insecure, Mr. Jealous Man. And people, this is about an incident that occurred back in July 18th of 2018. And we are speaking about a man from Lacovia. We are speaking about in St. Elizabeth. And he is 30-year-old and his name is Jason Honeygan. Now based on the court information, it is said that this man, after him and his girlfriend, we are speaking about his ex-girlfriend, broke up, he basically became very jealous, he basically became very possessive, and he basically became a stalker. And based upon the court report, it is said that this man trailed him ex-girlfriend and her husband or her new boyfriend home and basically hide in the bushes, and then in the wee hours of the night he broke in through a window. Him basically destroyed the window. And then he went into his ex-girlfriend's house while she and her man were sleeping in the bed, NAKED, and he used his phone and he recorded them sleeping. Now people, how creepy does that sound? Now based on the court information, it is said that he went to court the other day and his bail was extended. And based on the Popo reports, it is said that he was charged for breaches of the Cybercrime Act. He was also charged for burglary and malicious destruction of private property. People, I guess he broke the window when he tried to come through it. People, we are speaking about a creepy sort of person, point blank and period. Now the court documents also stated that after he recorded them on the video, he also posted it on social media and it went viral. And after it went viral, it seems as if the ex-girlfriend got wind of the information and she went to the Popo and this man was officially charged by the Popo. Now people, when we talk about these crazy lunatic deranged men in Jamaica, it seems like it is an epidemic. It seems as if the Jamaican men nowadays, they are very insecure. It seems as if they cannot understand that nothing lasts forever, and that includes marriage and that also includes relationship. So it seems as if when they realize that their partner, we are speaking about girlfriend or wife, is planning to leave, it seems as if they get deranged, it seems as if they get psychotic, and it seems as if they do things that are extreme. I talk about take out the person, and even in this case, we are speaking about videotape them and post it on social media. Now I can just imagine that as a woman, if she leaves a man and then she realizes that this man is still stalking her, it is going to make her feel kind of creepy. It is going to make her feel not so very safe. And people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. Even though this man did not take it to the furthest extent, meaning that he did not slap away his ex-girlfriend like some of these men in Jamaica, even though he did not slap away her new lover, he did something that was very creepy. He did something that was very wrong. He kind of violated this lady in the worstest way, point blank and period. So people, like we see, this is our next example of what is going on in Jamaica. And it seems as if these men, they need emotional help. It seems as if they need some psychological evaluation. It seems like they are mad, sick, them head no good. So anyways, this man is scheduled for a trial in May of 2020, and people will say that this is a next perfect example of persons using a smartphone to do the dumbest ISH, point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that, and like I said, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. So the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about an incident that occurred in a place called Aston. We are speaking about Darliston. We are speaking about in Westmoreland, in which a 45-year-old farmer, and his name is Philip Reed, aka Wolf, slapped away his 29-year-old wife. I am speaking about a person who is called Selima Reed, aka Coley. Now, based on the Popo information, it is said that he was told by his wife that she was tired of the relationship and she wanted to exit, she wanted to leave. However, it seems like he did not take that news too well. So people, based on information, it is said that they had an argument last week, Monday, and then 4 days after, we are speaking about on Friday, we are speaking about his wife returned to the house and she wanted to get the rest of her property. We are talking about her clothes, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. However, it seems like the straw that broke the camel's back or pushed him over the edge is the fact that this lady we are speaking about, his wife, she came back to the house with her mother and also her ex-baby father, or the baby father of one of her children. And what is so sad about this whole situation is that it is also said that between the man and his wife, they have 5 children, and people, they even have a 5-year-old picnic. So people, we are talking about tragedy, point blank and period. And also, based on the court documents, it is said that they got into a heated argument. We are talking about a little domestic dispute, and he basically used a mortar stick and slap her up in her head. The court documents also said that after him slap her up in her head, him basically ran in some bushes and basically drink some gramazone and basically poison himself. So people, we are talking about the wife was taken to the place of recovery, and also the husband was taken to the place of recovery. So at the end of the day, and the moral of the story is this: there are now 5 children that don't have a mother or a father. People, we are speaking about a bad situation. We are speaking about the worst scenario, point blank and period. Now, based on what the son of the man is saying, the son of the husband is saying, he said that once the wife left, we are speaking about Coley, he is saying that his father could not sleep. There were sleepless nights where the father just basically stay up and looking at the ceiling or watch the ceiling fan a spin. So people, I don't know if he was plotting something very bad. I don't know if he was broken down or whatever the case is. However, based on the result, based on what he did, it seems as if him kind of flipped the lid. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that it seems as if this is a very bad reoccurring theme in Jamaica. So therefore the women, they have to take heed. And like them say, when your hand is in the lion mouth, you have to be very careful how you take it out. So therefore I am saying to these women, please be careful. Whenever you realize that you are going to leave, don't give these persons any sort of warning, because whenever you give them any sort of warning, it is always going to end up in the worst case scenario. And worse, don't bring your ex-man or your next baby father come at the house. People, that is only going to make a situation that is bad even worse. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.